Good Wednesday morning. Tensions flaring once again in Minnesota overnight.
1 week after the shooting that sparked days of demonstrations. It is January 14th. This is Today. Breaking overnight, new clashes. Protests only growing in Minnesota. Demonstrators storming a hotel where they believe ICE agents are staying. Federal agents launching a new show of force. This as several federal prosecutors quit after raising questions about the direction of the investigation into that fatal ICE shooting. We're live with the very latest. Mixed message. President Trump hailing a major turnaround for the economy.
The results are in and the Trump economic boom is officially begun.
But rising prices on everything from beef to coffee, painting a very different picture for many Americans. So, where do things really stand when it comes to inflation? We'll take a closer look. In contempt, House Republicans making new threats against Bill and Hillary Clinton over their refusal to testify in the Epstein investigation.
No one's accusing Bill Clinton of any wrongdoing. We just have questions.
Just ahead, why the Clintons say they are being unfairly pressured, and the growing question: when will the Justice Department release the full Epstein files? Dramatic testimony. A Virginia man accused of orchestrating his own wife's murder now on trial. The au pair he was having an affair with taking the stand.
He mentioned his plan to get rid of her.
What she's revealing about the alleged plot and her role as she prepares to testify again today. Those stories plus emotional milestone. Princess Kate marking 1 year in remission from cancer. We're live at Buckingham Palace with a look at her health journey and what's next for the royal. What's the buzz? A mysterious hum that's gone on for months at all hours, aggravating and exhausting people in one Connecticut town.
It's one of those noises that once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Inside, the search for that sound and the new push to make it stop. And let's get heated.
This is such a bad idea.
It's the show everyone is talking about. Heated rivalry, a ratings hit and cultural phenomenon. And breakout star Connor Story is skating into Studio 1A to take that sensation to a whole new level. Today, Wednesday, January 14th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today. So appreciate you starting your Wednesday off with us. Laura Jarrett in for Savannah once again. And let me tell you, a lot of very excited folks out on the plaza this morning.
I was going to say, I'm always happy to be with you, but particularly on Connor Story Day.
A heated rivalry. If you know, you know. One of the most talked about shows out right now, or one of its stars, the aforementioned Connor Story, will be skating his way right into Studio 1A. And yes, there you go. See some signs right there.
They were
very
early.
excited. Very, very excited. So we'll get outside. Connor's actually going to go out as well and greet them is coming up next hour.
Gotta see the fans, of course.
First, though, we do have a lot of news to get to on this Wednesday. We're going to start with those escalating protests in Minnesota overnight. It has been 1 week now since Renee Good was shot and killed by an ICE officer, and confrontations between residents, demonstrators, and federal immigration officers are only growing.
At least 3 prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office in Minnesota have now resigned over their concerns with the direction of that investigation of the shooting. Meanwhile, number of arrests since ICE operations began in Minneapolis in late November now stands at around 2,400.
We've got it all covered this morning. We'll start with NBC's Shaquille Brewster. He is on the ground for us there in Minneapolis. Shaq, good morning.
Good morning. And in the week since Renee Nicole Good was killed, this memorial behind me just continues to grow. People still coming to lay down flowers and pay their respects, but so too are the protests and clashes, including one just yesterday that took place less than 2 blocks from where I'm standing, all as there's new concerns and questions about the investigation into the shooting that took her life. provides status to...
Overnight, federal agents using flashbangs and a sudden show of force, confronting a line of protesters outside a federal building in St. Paul, Minnesota. While in Minneapolis, mounting anger. Last night, a crowd gathering outside a hotel where protesters thought ICE agents were sleeping. All part of the fallout from the killing of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE agent a week ago today. The Trump administration has claimed Good was a threat to the agent. Yesterday, President Trump weighing in.
I would bet you that she, under normal circumstances, was a very solid, wonderful person, but her actions were pretty tough.
At least 3 prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office in Minnesota have resigned over concerns with the direction of the shooting investigation. A source familiar with the resignations told NBC News. A federal law enforcement source says the resignations were triggered in part by pressure from DOJ leadership to investigate Good and her widow's connections to activist groups. The clashes in Minneapolis have expanded.
It seemed like a war out there.
16-year-old Sam Lumen says he saw federal officers detain 2 young people from this home as angry residents gathered in protest.
They were shooting pepper balls, throwing tear gas, tackling people, smashing windows.
This video also going viral, showing a woman being violently yanked from her car, telling officers she's disabled and trying to get to the doctor. The Department of Homeland Security not answering our questions about the incident, but saying they've arrested more than 2,400 people in the Minneapolis area since November. President Trump standing by ICE.
We're getting rid of a lot of people that are criminals that shouldn't be in our country.
While yesterday, influential podcaster Joe Rogan weighing in.
You don't want militarized people in the streets just roaming around, snatching people up. Are we really going to be the Gestapo? Where's your papers? Is that what we've come to?
Meanwhile, the Trump administration announcing yet another move against the Somali community, announcing yesterday they are ending temporary protected status, saying that anyone relying on that legal protection will have to leave the country by March 17th. A state senator here told me yesterday it's only going to impact a couple of hundred people here, but said she feels like her community is being targeted and that it will lead to more families being separated. Guys.
Shaquille Brewster for us there in Minneapolis. Shaq, thank you.
Well, the health of the U.S. economy is in the spotlight this morning. President Trump touting his policies and claiming inflation is falling during a visit to Detroit just hours after new federal data revealed key consumer prices, especially the cost of groceries right now, are rising sharply. We have 2 reports for you, starting with NBC's chief White House correspondent, Peter Alexander. Peter, good morning.
Hey, Laura, good morning. The economy is certain to be a motivating force for voters during the midterm elections this fall, which helps explain President Trump's latest road trip. But many voters remain dissatisfied with the cost of living and with the president's management of the economy. And now more members of the president's own party, Republicans, are raising questions about the administration's pressure campaign focused on the Fed chair.
Nearly a full year into his second term, President Trump, after visiting a Ford auto plant in Michigan, declaring victory when it comes to the U.S. economy.
The results are in, and the Trump economic boom is officially begun.
But many Americans remain skeptical of the president's handling of the economy, and inflation, while down from its 2022 highs, remains roughly where it was when President Trump took office. The president also touting lower prices.
Grocery prices are starting to go rapidly down.
Eggs are down 35% over a year ago, and gas prices are at a 4-year low. But other staples have risen. Beef up 16%, coffee up 20%, and even candy 10% more expensive. In his Detroit speech, the president also ramping up his repeated attacks on Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, accusing him of keeping interest rates too high.
If I had the help of the Fed, it would be easier, but that jerk will be gone soon.
But bipartisan backlash is growing over the Justice Department's criminal investigation into Powell, focused on his June testimony before Congress about the years-long renovation of the central bank's Washington headquarters, where the price tag has soared from $1.9 billion to $2.5 billion, though not taxpayer money. Powell has accused the administration of using the investigation to pressure him, but the president has said he has nothing to do with it. Still, Democrats are condemning the move.
He's undermining the faith and credit of the United States of America.
Some Republicans also critical.
It looks like the Justice Department is being used as a weapon, and I don't want that to ever happen under any administration.
And the CEO of J.P. Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, also warning in a call with reporters that the Justice Department's investigation of the Fed chair risks undermining independence and could ultimately push inflation higher. President Trump responding late Tuesday, criticizing Dimon's take and taking another swing at Powell, saying, "I think it's fine what I'm doing." Laura?
All right, Peter at the White House, thank you.
For a bit more perspective on where the economy stands, let's bring in NBC's business correspondent Brian Cheung now. Brian is starting the day at the New York Stock Exchange. Brian, good morning. Big picture here, Brian, on a macro level, what can you tell us about where the economy is right now and where the economy may be headed based on some of the data we're seeing?
Yeah, good morning, Craig and Laura. We did get those updated government numbers showing that prices in America rose by 2.7% in December compared to a year prior. And as Peter explained, that also included household staples and groceries. In fact, grocery prices rising by 2.4% specifically over that yearly period. That is despite the president's efforts to offer these tariff exemptions for a number of food items in November, underscoring his focus on trying to improve affordability in this country. As for the Federal Reserve, despite all of the pressure, they again are targeting a 2% interest rate, or rather 2% inflation rate, not 2.7%. So for that reason, the Federal Reserve is unlikely to cut interest rates when their next meeting comes up in about 2 weeks.
So, Brian, you just mentioned those tariff exemptions. Speaking of tariffs, so we're waiting on this major Supreme Court ruling, possibly as early as today. What kind of economic impact could a decision against the Trump administration have with regard to tariffs?
Yeah, Craig, consumers, businesses, and investors like here at the New York Stock Exchange are watching very closely for what could be a major ruling from the high court in this country on tariffs. Again, what we're talking about here would be those country-specific tariffs that the president showed off on that poster board in that splashy Rose Garden announcement last April. Those were originally stood up under a 1977 law, but the Supreme Court is ruling whether or not the president had the legal authority to do so in the first place. You can imagine that if the Supreme Court ends up striking down those tariffs, that would be a major blow to the president's economic agenda. It could provide relief for Americans on goods like, for example, sporting goods, toys, as well as clothing. And it could also force the government to refund over $130 billion in tariff revenue back to businesses that paid them. Again, Wall Street watching this very closely as we do await what could be a possible Supreme Court decision as soon as later this morning. Craig.
Brian Cheung from the New York Stock Exchange for us. Brian, thank you.
Also this morning, House Republicans now taking steps to hold the Clintons in possible contempt of Congress after the former president and the Secretary of State released a letter refusing to testify in the House Oversight Committee's Jeffrey Epstein investigation. NBC's chief Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Nobles has this one for us. Ryan, good morning.
Hey, Laura, good morning. And the Justice Department, of course, had a deadline of December 19th to release all of their files related to Jeffrey Epstein, but they still say they have more than 2 million documents to release. That's happening as Republicans in Congress are pushing former President Bill Clinton to answer questions about what he knows about the Jeffrey Epstein controversy. This morning, House Republicans are moving to hold former President Bill Clinton in contempt of Congress after failing to appear for a closed-door deposition in the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein.
They continue to delay to the point where we had no idea whether they're going to show up today or not.
Bill and Hillary Clinton were both subpoenaed to appear before the committee this week, but have declined. The former president and Secretary of State arguing the request was legally invalid and that they have already made it clear they know nothing about Epstein's criminal activity, writing in a lengthy letter, quote, "Despite everything that needs to be done to help our country, you are on the cusp of bringing Congress to a halt to pursue a rarely used process literally designed to result in our imprisonment." Adding, every person has to decide when they have seen or had enough and are ready to fight for this country, its principles, and its people, no matter the consequences. For us, now is that time. Though the former president has long denied any wrongdoing, Republicans point out that Clinton has repeatedly appeared in photos and documents connected to Jeffrey Epstein, and he needs to give more information.
No one's accusing Bill Clinton of any wrongdoing. We just have questions.
Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna, who wrote the law forcing the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files, believes that anyone connected to Epstein should be willing to answer questions, including the Clintons.
Everyone involved should be providing an explanation, and I have conducted this in a way that doesn't single out Republicans or Democrats.
It's now 26 days past the deadline for when the DOJ said it would release the some 2 million files they have in their possession related to Epstein. And pressure is mounting.
Our goal here is justice for the survivors, and we need Pam Bondi to do the right thing and release all the files.
Now, as for President Trump, who initially fought the release of the Epstein files and has also been mentioned in the files, a surreal moment captured on video yesterday while he was touring that Ford factory in Detroit. TMZ obtained video of Trump flipping the middle finger at someone who could be heard calling him a pedophile protector. The White House confirming the incident, calling it an appropriate and unambiguous response. Laura?
All right, Ryan Nobles, thank you.
Let's turn now to a major health alert you need to know about. In the middle of one of the worst flu seasons in years, health officials are now sounding an alarm over the measles. More than 100 new cases reported in South Carolina since Friday as an outbreak there spreads. NBC's Ann Thompson's here in the studio with more on that. Ann, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. Measles is one of the most contagious viruses there is. Spread by droplets, the CDC says it can last in the air for up to 2 hours after an infected person leaves the area. And that's why South Carolina health officials are urging residents to take precautions. This morning, a growing public health alert in South Carolina as measles cases surge. 124 new cases reported since Friday, the statewide total now topping 400. According to the South Carolina Department of Public Health, the outbreak is mostly spreading in the northwest part of the state. And while some cases can be traced back to travel or close contact exposure, others have no identifiable source back to infection.
I think the thing that will help stop the spread is obviously two things. One, vaccine, and then two, just information about community spread, because this is such a smart virus. It is incredibly contagious.
And it's not just South Carolina. Georgia reporting its first confirmed measles case, an unvaccinated baby who picked up the virus traveling internationally, the child too young to receive the vaccine. In Oregon, officials racing to find those impacted by 2 newly confirmed measles cases, the state's first of the year.
One case of measles can affect up to 12 to 18 different people who are susceptible, meaning not vaccinated or don't have a previous history of measles.
And now a warning for travelers in one of the nation's largest cities. The Philadelphia Public Health Department reporting a possible measles exposure last week at the airport, 30th Street train station, and an Amtrak train. Officials saying it was a preschool-age child who also traveled through Maryland and Washington, D.C. before being taken to a hospital in Northern Virginia. While the Philadelphia Health Commission says they believe there is no threat to the general public, it is still concerning for commuters.
It scares me to death because I'm in Philly because I have cancer and I'm here getting treatment.
And it's those immunocompromised people that are really in danger. These new infections come nationwide after a busy holiday travel season. Last year ended with over 2,000 confirmed cases, the most reported in this country since the measles was declared eliminated in 2000. Now experts are very concerned that that status could change in the very near future.
But hopefully that vaccination drive that's coming will help.
South Carolina's got it today and tomorrow.
All right, let's go South Carolina. Let's get our act together down there in God's country. Thank you, Ann.
All right, Mr. Roker is standing by with the first check of the forecast. Good morning.
Hey, guys, good morning and good morning to you. Well, winter's still holding on, so don't put away those shovels yet, especially around the Great Lakes. 10 million people under winter weather advisory, storm watches, even some winter storm warnings as well on the leeward side of some of the Great Lakes, especially up around Chicago, Muskegon. We're looking at this system that's going to be pushing through today, a mix of rain and snow in the eastern third here of the U.S., intense lake effect snow bands as this secondary low develops and intensifies those winds coming across the snow bands from Michigan and Indiana. Tomorrow, snow showers lingering over the interior northeast. Then we've got a second shot on deck that's going to be coming in. That's going to be arriving into the upper Midwest. Some of these snowfall totals are going to be pretty impressive. In fact, as you look at South Bend and parts of Wisconsin, we're talking upwards of 18 inches of snow. Cleveland, you could see 2 to 5. Buffalo, 3 to 6. Watertown, the Tug Hill Plateau, almost a foot of snow possible. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
Today, January 14th, 1952.
7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are in NBC's World Communications Center in the heart of Radio City, New York. We are in touch with the world. We'll tell you what's happening today. My name is Jack Lascula. And here is Dave Garroway.
Well, here we are, and good morning to you. The very first good morning of what I hope and suspect will be a great many good mornings between you and I. Here it is.
Oh, wow, look at the microphone. And how right you were, Mr. Garroway. We are back at 7:30 on a very special day for us around here. We are marking today's 74th anniversary. Guys, Carson, Laura, happy anniversary.
I can't get you anything. This is awkward. Sorry.
We should have recreated that. You should have got this morning with the microphone and done the whole...
Oh, my goodness.
Happy anniversary.
Yes. Hopefully we got 74 more in us.
We got it. You can do this.
Yeah.
Stay strong. We have a lot to get to in this half hour, starting with that closely watched trial in Virginia that we've been following.
Yeah, it's day 2 of testimony in the case against a man accused of killing his wife and a stranger amid an ongoing affair with their au pair. She took the stand yesterday. She was the first witness. She'll be in court again today. NBC's Ellison Barber is covering this bizarre trial for us. Ellison, good morning.
Good morning to you guys. So first, she was the au pair for Brendan and Christine Banfield. Then she was the husband's mistress, and now she is testifying against him. In detailed testimony, Juliana Perez Magalhaes told the jury how their affair started and spiraled into an elaborate murder plot.
The shocking au pair affair double murder trial, opening with dueling versions of what really happened.
While Juliana presents us with the narrative, it is the blood evidence that you can rely upon without a doubt.
The whole reason she was arrested was to flip her against my client.
Brendan Banfield is accused of killing his wife, Christine, and a man named Joseph Ryan, who prosecutors say Banfield catfished on a fetish website, luring him to the family's Northern Virginia home in 2023 in an attempt to frame him for Christine's murder.
Brendan would be the hero of the day. He would show up, kill the guy, kill his wife, pretending that it had been that guy. That was the plan.
Banfield, who has pled not guilty to aggravated murder, briefly getting emotional in court as a 911 call was played.
You said she's breathing normally, she's just not responding to you.
And prosecutors presented evidence.
Is that item something that could have caused the wounds to Christine Banfield's neck?
Yes.
Juliana Perez Magalhaes, the family's au pair, and the prosecution's star witness, taking the stand. Magalhaes telling the court she and Brendan began having an affair in 2022, even teasing their relationship on social media, but keeping his identity hidden. Magalhaes testifying they were in love and that Brendan wanted to be with her, but divorcing his wife was not an option.
Did he tell you what he wanted to do?
Yes.
What did he say?
He mentioned his plan to get rid of her.
According to Magalhaes' testimony, the pair spent weeks talking to Joseph Ryan on the fetish site, pretending to be Christine and coaxing him to the home for a violent sexual encounter. Magalhaes admitting to shooting Ryan, but saying she did not stab Christine.
Did you stab Christine at all?
I did not. She was here, and Brendan was stabbing her.
And guys, Magalhaes says Brendan was focused on custody of his daughter. She was just 4 years old when all of this happened and in the house, but unharmed. Meanwhile, Magalhaes is set to return to the stand today. Her testimony is part of an agreement with prosecutors, allowing her to plead guilty to a lesser charge of manslaughter. The prosecution, they say they plan to recommend a sentence of time served. Back to you guys.
All right, Ellison Barber for us. Ellison, thank you. Joined now by NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos. Danny, good morning. Welcome back. Prosecution star witness, they come right out of the gate with the alleged co-conspirator and the au pair. What do we make of that strategy? Was it smart to start with her, or is that someone you probably would have ended with?
Well, generally, the prosecution is moving very quickly in this case. They've already gotten their star witness. She probably delivered a B performance, but she doesn't need to light the world on fire with her testimony, because the defense's theory is that she's just lying because she's getting the benefit of her cooperation agreement. agreement. The problem with that is there's still a bunch of circumstantial evidence, like why did they move the bodies, why the strange early call to 911. There are a lot of things that, even if she's lying, don't explain the conduct of the defendant.
She was young. She was vulnerable. The defense is trying to make something of that, to say she was obviously pressured to take this deal. Do you think that's effective?
This is cooperating witness cross-examination 101. And you know this, Laura, that you basically put them on the stand as a defense attorney and say, you're doing this because you're getting an amazing deal. And by the way, folks, she's getting one of the greatest deals I've ever seen a cooperating witness get for what appears to be a planned murder of 2 innocent people. She's going to essentially get time served, 2 to 3 years, and then get deported back to Brazil. That's a pretty good deal. Look for the defense to make a lot of that in cross-examination.
Cross-examination, all right. Thank you, Danny.
All right, appreciate that. Coming up, Princess Kate marking 1 year since she announced her remission from cancer. With a busy year ahead for the royal, we have a live report from Buckingham Palace.
But first, Sam Brock is here with a story behind a strange humming noise that's causing big problems for people in one Connecticut town.
Carson, can you imagine just listening to a perpetual humming sound that just does not go away? For residents of West Haven, Connecticut, this has been going on for months, maybe even years, guys. Potentially now a breakthrough. What's behind all this? Stories coming up next.
We are back, 7:40. And this morning on In Depth today, the mysterious noise that's irritating a lot of folks along the Connecticut shore.
Yeah, residents in West Haven are complaining about a persistent humming sound. Some people saying it's keeping them up all night. Others say it's causing them a lot of anxiety.
Well, NBC's Sam Brock has a closer look. He heard it for himself. Hey, Sam.
Guys, you got to investigate. We went out to West Haven, and I can confirm, good morning, that this sound is real. It is described as like a low-frequency hum, not loud enough to trigger noise ordinances, but frequent enough to annoy many residents who have urged city officials there to investigate, which they did for months. And it now appears they have a strong hunch what's behind this perturbing pitch and are promising to pull the plug. For months, all the buzz in West Haven, Connecticut has been about an annoying buzz.
It's just repetitive now. You know, you just keep hearing it.
Residents in the city of 55,000 started complaining at least a year ago.
I just thought it was me going a little cuckoo.
But the calls crescendoed last spring, according to Mayor Dorinda Borer. Is this sort of like a mystery that has blanketed West Haven?
It's not in every neighborhood. It's in enough neighborhoods that we want to make sure we're addressing their quality of life.
The issue recently reaching a fever pitch.
We're just asking for transparency.
Our Hartford station, NBC Connecticut, interviewing Kimberly Nunes, who started a petition demanding details that now has more than 140 resident signatures.
It's definitely impacted our mental health. I have been put on medication for sleeping because it's very hard to sleep with this sound.
One man on a mission to snuff it out. John Carano, West Haven's Commissioner of Human Services, says he's personally tested almost 400 sites around the city.
It's one of those noises that once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
The city believes it's identified the source, a local plant.
I think different pieces of it have gotten addressed, and now we are here with this low hum noise.
West Haven just greenlit $15,000 to hire a third-party acoustics firm tasked with tracking down the sound's origin. Meantime, the situation reminiscent of several others in recent years, from a pulsating vibration in Bristol, Connecticut in 2024.
I'm just asking for help. This is torture.
To the sweet smell of maple syrup sweeping over New York City in 2013. To this, a haunting screech coming from the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. In all those cases, an explanation soon followed, and officials here say this will be no different.
I think we'll get some answers, and I think we'll be able to address it.
It seems like they are very close at this point, guys. The acoustic firm plans to set up 10 different microphones at 10 different locations and capture the sound. Once they collect all that data, they're going to compile a report, and then it is up to the city to come up with a solution with the company or the source that is producing the sound. But you can understand, we're talking about hundreds of people here. The petition that was signed was like 140 people. It's a 2-square-mile area, according to city officials. But if it's you, and you're hearing the sound, you imagine it would be pretty annoying.
It also seems like you just compiled the sound for them. What do they need to gather it for? You just did all their work.
I just want to get on the payroll. I'm working on that side. We'll see if it works. But I'm on the case.
All right, Sam. Thank you for the deep dive.
All right, Mr. Roker standing by for another check of that weather. Hey, buddy.
Actually, it's Craig out there in Connecticut shaking those martinis.
not even close to West Haven.
I know, but you travel sometimes. Sometimes you travel shaking those martinis.
I love that you think so little of the people of Connecticut.
Around the Great Lakes. I'm just going to keep talking. I'm that annoying Buzz. Anyway,
for almost 40 years.
In the Rockies, mild and sunny out west. That's my new nickname, Annoying Buzz. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest weather. Hashtag PSSP.
All right, Annoying Buzz, thank you for that intro. Let's get to our PSSP. A little less conversation today, guys, because we've got big news for you Elvis fans. Director Baz Luhrmann following up his award-winning 2022 biopic with another big screen project all about the king of rock and roll. This time it's a concert film featuring long-lost footage from Presley's Vegas residency in the 1970s and rare images of Elvis on tour and from the Graceland archive, all remastered for IMAX. Here's a sneak peek.
There's been a lot written and a lot said, but never from my side of the story. Hey, the light's on. I can see you. Hello out there. Hello. It's a new crowd out there. They haven't seen us before. It's got to be like the first time we go on.
Oh, wow. I mean, not only cool that they finally get this footage, but now with the technology today, what you can do to it.
It looks amazing.
It really puts you into, that concert that night in Vegas. It's called Epic. Elvis Presley in concert, and it's in IMAX theaters first, and then they'll have a wide release, and that's February 27th.
That was a solid sneak peek, buddy. JBH, how's the boost looking?
Okay, it's a good one, and as parents, if you're ever concerned about what your kids are picking up from you, you don't want to miss this one. Right after this.
All right, back with the JBH boost.
Let's do it.
Okay, you guys, let's let today's boost be a cautionary tale about how your kids are always watching what you say and what you do. One mom is going viral after sharing this short story her 6-year-old daughter wrote.
My daughter wrote a book today, and I just have to share it with you guys. The Kid Who Drank Wine. Her name was Scout. Her mom said, "No drinking wine," and she didn't listen. They went to a birthday party, and no kids are allowed to drink wine, but she did. Out to dinner, she drank wine, and I love that she knows her preference is red.
Oh, wow. I love getting those when kids...
Look at that.
Drunk. Okay.
Drunk.
Maybe...
Oh my gosh! Yeah, she may be watching, Friday night. What's happening?
Those are so fun, though.
Do you have any of those that your kids have come home?
Oh, they have like the Mad Libs where they fill it in, like my mom's favorite meal is salad, and they write or.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
My kid once said, "Mom likes to eat Chardonnay," which I guess
you do enjoy it.
I do. Yeah, and by the way, both of the parents are comedians and writers, so it kind of makes sense.
That was cute. Good stuff, Jenna. Coming up, we've been counting down his arrival for weeks. Heated rivalry star Connor Story is in Studio 1A. But first, your local news, weather, and these quick messages.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, tensions rising. Overnight, new confrontations between protesters and federal immigration officers. 1 week after an ICE agent shot and killed Renee Good, we're live with the latest. Then, royal milestone. Princess Kate marking 1 year in remission from cancer. Inside her recovery and what's next in her journey. And story time.
I'm coming to the cottage.
From the cottage to Studio 1A.
You're looking very pretty today.
Things are getting heated when Connor Story stops by to talk about the show everyone is talking about.
Their trainers have, and their moms have, and their daughters have.
You don't want to miss it. All that. Plus, Emilia Clarke live in Studio 1A.
I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms.
Kyle Chandler lets it rip.
I'm DEA, Burns. That makes me Miami's finest.
Plus, why is this Fleetwood Mac classic back on the charts?
Well, the landslide will bring you down.
We'll tell you today, Wednesday, January 14th, 2026.
Happy 74th birthday, Today Show!
Good morning, Dad. Back in Weatherford, Oklahoma.
Visiting from Henderson, Tennessee.
Best friends on a girls' trip from Georgia and Florida.
Shout out to Southern Methodist University in Dallas, Texas. Here's for Connor's story. We love you, Connor.
We love you too, Connor. He'll be here in just a few minutes, actually. Welcome back to Today on this Wednesday morning. So glad you've decided to spend a portion of it with us. Laura Jarrett in all this week with Savannah on the mend from vocal cord surgery. You picked a good morning to be here.
It may be January, but they are out in force.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. We are going to give the people what they want in just a few moments. First, though, let's get to your news at 8 because there's a lot going on. We're going to start with those growing tensions in Minnesota 1 week after the shooting that sparked days of protests. Overnight, demonstrators storming a hotel there where they believe ICE agents are staying. Federal agents, meanwhile, launching a new show of force there. Let's get right to Shaquille Brewster. He's on the ground force there in Minneapolis. Shaq, good morning.
Good morning. And in the week since Renee Nicole Good was killed, this memorial behind me just continues to grow. People still coming to lay flowers and pay their respect, but we're also seeing those immigration arrests grow and the protests around them continue to spread across the Minneapolis area. You saw it last night and you're seeing on your screen right now, you saw protesters go to Minneapolis area hotels where they believed ICE agents were sleeping, making noise and making their presence known. And that came just hours after we saw clashes outside the federal facility in St. Paul, Minnesota. That's also become somewhat of an ICE headquarters, and clashes just blocks away from where I'm standing right now. And all of this is happening as there are real concerns about the investigation into the shooting that cost Renee Nicole Good her life. According to sources familiar with the resignations, 3 U.S. prosecutors and U.S. attorneys resigned amid pressure they were receiving from DOJ leadership to investigate not just the ICE officer involved, but also Good and her widow. Meanwhile, the Trump administration continues to take moves against the Somali community in the Minneapolis area, announcing the ending of temporary protected status for anyone under those legal protections, saying that anyone with those protections needs to leave by March 17th. Guys?
Shaquille Brewster force there in Minneapolis. Shaq, thank you.
Jumping overseas now, Iran expected to execute the first protester today in relation to the nationwide unrest that has rocked that country. That's according to the U.S. State Department and human rights groups. Iranians have had no internet connection for days now, but information has been trickling out of Iran, suggesting the massive protests have been met with a brutal response. At least 2,500 people have been killed, 18,000 others have been arrested. President Trump has warned of, quote, very strong action if the regime goes through with today's execution.
Actor Timothy Busfield will appear in a New Mexico courtroom this afternoon to face sex abuse charges. Busfield turned himself into authorities yesterday after 2 children accused him of touching them inappropriately on the set of the Fox series The Cleaning Lady. Busfield denies the allegations, calling them, quote, lies. The 68-year-old is best known for appearing in the TV shows like The West Wing and 30-something and the movie Field of Dreams.
Well, 1 year ago today, the Princess of Wales announced she was in remission from cancer, making an emotional return to the hospital where she received that treatment. A year later, Princess Kate is finding her new normal, ramping up her royal duties while raising her 3 children. NBC's Molly Hunter is at Buckingham Palace for us this morning with a closer look at this incredible milestone. Molly, good morning.
Laura, good morning. That's right. It is an incredible milestone, and it is a big day for the Princess of Wales. It also is continued good news for her recovery, but she has a very big, very busy 2026 coming up. Take a look.
Exactly 1 year ago this morning, the Princess of Wales marking a major milestone at the Royal Marsden Hospital in London.
a hospital she knew very well during her cancer treatment, but last year took the visit as an opportunity to announce her remission.
I think she handled it very gracefully.
And her new normal has been a welcome change for the royal family. Last week, visiting another hospital, this time a surprise appearance alongside husband Prince William, reflecting on her own recovery journey.
I do love the more holistic approach to a patient's recovery. It makes such a big difference.
And celebrating her birthday the following day, turning 44, posting beautiful nature drone video featuring shots of her walking in the woods and by a riverbank.
Come to peace with our tears and discover what it means to be alive.
The most popular member of the royal family has a busy year ahead, perhaps even a visit to her many fans across the pond.
I think we'll definitely see more of Catherine this year, 2026. We know that they are planning foreign trips. We don't know the details yet, but possibly one to North America, possibly to Canada.
Tomorrow, her first solo event of the year, and a little lighthearted rivalry with husband Prince William, who is patron of the Welsh rugby team. She will be hosting the World Cup winning England women's rugby team at Windsor Castle. It's been 12 months of ramping up her public schedule following her remission. From high-profile state visits to glamorous black tie outings, to more personal appearances, to high-stakes matches with her family. Headed into the new year, Kate appears grounded, ready for a busy royal schedule, while also staying focused on her young family.
And we'll see Kate tomorrow at Windsor Castle, as I mentioned. And next Tuesday, looking forward to this, William and Kate will both pretty sporty, will try their hand at curling with the Olympic team here. So we'll look forward to that. Laura?
That's going to be fun. Nice to see her doing so well. Thank you, Molly. There is a much more ahead. Carson, what you working on?
Well, as we count down to the Winter Olympics, just 23 days away, we've got exclusive news this morning on how you can take part in the LA 28 Olympic Games.
First, though, one half of a global sensation. Heated rivalry star Connor Story. There he is. Connor's here to talk about the show that everyone's talking about and how it's changed his life. We will do that right after this. We're back now, 8:12, with the reason that our plaza looks like this today. And it is thanks to this guy right here, Connor Story. He is the co-star of Heated Rivalry, the show that has taken the world by storm. We're going to chat with Connor in just a moment, but first, NBC's Joe Fryer is here with more on the streaming sensation. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Craig, don't worry. I'm going to keep this brief so viewers don't put me in the penalty box, but it's important to understand how we got here, why our plaza feels like a Beatles concert in the 60s, why a gay hockey romance that was initially just a small Canadian production got picked up by HBO Max and recently topped the streamer's most watched list.
Canada-Russia final showcasing the two most talked about prospects in the world.
It's the Hollywood version of a slap shot, quickly scoring with fans. The story centers on two hockey players, Canadian Shane Hollander and Russian Ilya Rozanov.
You're an awesome player to watch.
Yes.
Foes on the ice, but off?
This is such a bad idea.
Let's just say their rivalry isn't the only thing that's heated.
So this is what hockey players are like.
You're not gonna tell anyone about this, are you?
The steamy yet sweet series has catapulted the careers of its stars.
Connor Story, Hudson Williams, welcome. How's it going?
From their humble appearance on a Canadian podcast in late November.
Hi, moms. Hi, daughters.
To dapper presenters at the Golden Globe Awards this past Sunday.
I turn up the heat. I turn up the heat.
Just this week, an avalanche of admirers flowed into 30 Rock when Connor arrived for Late Night with Seth Meyers. A scene playing out wherever they go, including last week when Hudson swung by The Tonight Show, where he sipped a ginger ale, just like his character.
Ginger ale good enough?
Yeah, it's great.
Is it sinking in how big this show is?
No.
The show is based on a series of books, a multimedia sensation revealing the popularity of gay male romance stories among women. Not to mention the watch parties at gay bars, even the Hockey Bro podcasters delicately dissecting every episode.
My emotions are an absolute puddle.
A heated rivalry that's bringing us together.
All
All right, here's a fun stat. Since Heated Rivalry premiered, StubHub is actually reporting a 40% surge in interest in NHL tickets. Craig, I don't think you believe me, so if you need proof, here you go. This is my partner and me at a Rangers game last month at MSG, a move totally inspired by Heated Rivalry.
All right.
With that, back to you.
Joe Fry, a new hockey fan. We are so happy to have Connor Story, a.k.a. Ilya Rozanov, with us here in the studio. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You, sir, are the toast of the town right now. And for someone who's worked so long to get to this point in their career, how much fun are you having right now? Are you enjoying all of this?
Yeah, I am enjoying it. I mean, honestly, we are working so much that I kind of just have to take it one day at a time. I mean, it's like I wake up, get ready, go somewhere, meet cool people, and yeah, I look around and I'm like, I've seen this for so long on TV. It's so crazy to be here. Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's a look at our plaza. You know, we had a lot of folks showed up this morning, not for us, just for you. And here's the thing, this is not a show that I would typically turn on for myself, but everyone here in the studio, friends, colleagues, everyone was talking about it, so I decided to watch all 6 episodes, and I can see what the hype's about. Now you've got hockey podcasters who are showing clips. Yeah. We've got video of like sports bars that are throwing watch parties for Heated Rivalry episodes. I mean, how does it feel to be a part of something that seems to be connecting so many different kinds of people?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the ultimate goal. You know, I think on one hand, you want to represent something that maybe you don't see as much as you want to in real life. But I mean, I think the reach is great. I think it was totally unexpected for me, at least. You think of something like male romance, and you know, you just think it's for gay men specifically. But you know, I think if you look around at everyone, like you see that there's all walks of life, all types of people, and I think that's great.
Why do you think it's resonating with so many different people right now?
Well, I think if you look at the arc of the show, I think there's definitely some spicy stuff going on, which I think is kind of really grabs people at first. But underneath all of it, I think these characters really like each other and they love each other, and I think you can resonate with that no matter who you are or who that's between.
Let's go back about a year. What did Connor Story's life look like a year ago?
Yeah, well, not even a year ago, only 8 months ago. I mean, we made the show so quick. Yeah, I was working at a restaurant. I worked at restaurants for 8 years. Yeah, the day that I found out that I had booked Heated Rivalry, I actually almost got fired from my restaurant. I got sat down. I messed up a table so bad. I got a horrible review, and they read it at our pre-shift. They're like, I need everyone to hear this so we know what's not up to our standard. Read this whole thing, and there was probably me and 5 other servers, and I was like, oh, that was me. I did it. He was like, we're gonna have to talk later. Got a no-no slip, had to sign it. It was my last warning, and then yeah, looked down at my phone on my break, and I had a missed call, and I got it.
Thank God Heated Rivalry came along.
I know.
You would have been unemployed.
I know.
What's been your family's reaction? What about mom? What about dad?
Yeah, my mom is my #1 supporter. My family's crazy, and so they from a young age, when I was like, I want to be in movies and stuff, they were like, yeah, go do it. Yeah, they've always believed in me, and I think it's probably pretty surreal for them right now to watch things like, this happen.
Again, for folks not familiar with the show, it's a little risque for morning TV. What was your dad's reaction? I mean, has he?
My dad hasn't seen it, and I'm not asking him to see it. I don't think he needs to see it if he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
I think for him specifically, I mean, streaming and the way that television and movies work now is so different than it was even when I was little. Like, even me, honestly, sometimes I'm like, oh, this isn't real, because I don't see it on commercials necessarily, and I don't see billboards for it. When I was little, we all had specific channels, and it was like, oh, you only see the movie stars, on these things. And now that streaming is the thing, it's not the same. We don't take media the same way, so it doesn't always feel like, real.
You're a kid from West Texas.
Yeah.
And you watch the series, you speak pretty good Russian. And then I read that you learned Russian for the role.
Yeah.
And you spoke Russian even when you weren't filming?
Yeah.
Why? Why do that?
Well, I spoke in my accent the entire time we were filming, just to kind of make it more believable for me and the people on set. Like I think like 80% of the people on set never heard my actual voice. And so when we did the rap party, I had so many people come up and be like, "Wow, I didn't know you. Wow, you sound so weird." You know, I'm like, okay, I don't know if weird is the right way to put it.
Not what you were going
different, for. Maybe I sound a little different. Yeah, I've always wanted. I love languages. I love accents. I love dialects. And yeah, so when I was in high school, I tried to learn Russian, but I very quickly realized Russian's like the 3rd hardest language in the world to speak. So yeah, I went into this like knowing the Cyrillic alphabet, but I knew like, "Hi, how are you?" You know.
You and your co-star Hudson, you guys have obvious chemistry. I understand there was a sort of a screen test where they determined whether you would have this chemistry, and then the showrunner texts you and asks, "Who did you connect with most?" What was your response?
Yeah, I said the 3rd one, because he was the 3rd one, and then I go, "I believe his name is Hudson."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't remember his name.
No, I don't think at first.
Did you immediately know after the screen test that he was the one?
Yeah, 100%. I think I went into that. I think I went into responding to that like very, because I wasn't promised the role either. You know, so I'm being asked this, and I'm trying to be like, as like, you know, objective as possible.
Before I let you get out of here, fans of the series, fear not, it's coming back for season 2.
Yeah.
Where are we in that process?
I think Jacob's still writing it. I think we're going to be filming, I think, soon. I don't know when exactly.
As soon as in this summer, do you think? Or?
Yeah, I think about then.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just made a lot of folks very excited.
Yeah.
Thank you, Connor. Thank you. Well done.
Thank
well done on this series. Connor is going to be sticking around all morning, and we should mention, as if you don't know, all episodes of Heated Rivalry are streaming now on HBO Max.
Best time of the morning. I want to hear more about your screen test. Did you get the call that said number 3? I remember his name.
Yeah. He does now.
Guys, we're going to get to Pop Start here. We're going to start with the Rockford Files, Uncle Al. You might remember that. How about a little taste of that iconic TV theme? Well, you might be wondering why we're playing that legendary James Gardner intro. Well, that's because NBC just ordered a reboot of the beloved crime series. No news on casting yet. We're going to have to stay tuned for a little while to see who's going to be the next crime-solving ex-convict turned private detective. But that was a big show. And
it was.
Another reboot. So we'll keep an eye on it. Next up is BTS. Let's roll that clip. We're going to be cranking the BTS hits until the boys drop some new music, because the newly reunited K-pop superstars just announced a world tour. It's a massive 11-month run, 79 stops all around the globe. Before the tour kicks off in April, BTS slated to drop their new album March 20th. Fan ticket pre-sales starts next week. Next up, Stranger Things. After the series finale helped drive some classic Prince hits back up the music charts, it looks like the show's streaming influence just reached Fleetwood Mac. Billboard's latest chart reveals this scene is likely responsible for a spike in the song Landslide.
It feels so different. But maybe it's not the town. Maybe it's me that's changed. We probably all have.
Well, that tender moment from the finale, final episode, just brought that 50-year-old song back to the Billboard Hot 100. Actually, it was never on it, so it was the first time in that song's history it made the Billboard chart. It charted at number 41, obviously thanks to streams, radio play, and all the downloads, all probably jumping off the charts last couple of years. Because it never was in the Billboard chart. Finally, the Olympics, the countdown is on to next month's Winter Games, but we're already taking a look ahead to summer 2028. We can reveal that starting this morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, registration for the LA 28 ticket draw opens for all Olympic sports to celebrate the kickoff. More than 300 Olympians and Paralympians gathered yesterday at the historic LA Memorial Coliseum. So get ready. This registration is the first step for a chance to secure your time slot to purchase tickets.
Wow. So you got to wait in line to get in line.
You can get all that information on our website, today.com. It's too convoluted for even a QR code. You got to just go to the website.
Just get in line.
Yeah.
All right, that was great, Carson. Coming up here, we are ready to pony up with the star of the new Spy Thriller. She's here, Emilia Clarke. But first, your local news.
Let's face it, they're not here for us. They're not even here for Al Roker.
I walked outside and I heard this like screeching. I'm like, yeah, that's not for us.
We know who they're here for. I don't know if we can get them to come out here though. All these are Connor Story fans, all fans of the show. Where y'all from? Tennessee. Not here for the Today Show. You're here for Connor, I guess. If you ask nicely, maybe he comes out.
Please.
Connor Story, can you come on out here and say hello? There he is. Of course, Connor Story from Heated Rivalry, most popular show on television. Connor, these are young ladies from Tennessee.
Wow, hi from Tennessee. Did y'all drive here? Did y'all fly here?
We flew, yeah.
I love how in unison, we flew!
Are you missing school or work or something?
We're on break.
They're on break.
They're like, we dropped out of school to come here today.
My reign has just begun.
We are back with Emilia Clarke's breakout role, of course, in Game of Thrones. Her time as the Mother of Dragons earned her 4 Emmy nominations. Now Emilia is starring in Ponies, a new spy series set in 1970s Russia that centers on 2 women who became unlikely CIA operatives following the mysterious murders of their husbands. Take a look.
Откуда вы? Родом в Советском Союзе.
Из Москвы. Недалеко отсюда.
What the hell? Your accent is not Muscovite at all. He'd pick up on that? An idiot would. Did you pick up on it?
I mean, did you have to throw the peanuts?
Better peanuts than bullets.
Emilia, good morning. Welcome to Studio 1A.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having
me. The show is fantastic. It's funny, it's mysterious, it's a little spy thriller. You're not only the lead, but you're also the executive producer. What's it like to be the boss?
Yes. Well, I mean, that's quite a big term for what I did. No, it was just a way of feeling like, so it was such a collaborative experience, and I felt when you are an executive producer, sometimes they give an actor that credit just because they help fund the film or whatever it is. But this I actually did do some producing on, and it was wonderful. It was brilliant. I felt like I loved being on that side of things as well. I was able to then do as much as I could to make sure everyone was having a good time.
Well, speaking of having a good time,
yes,
you and Haley Lu Richardson
we have a good time.
Magic together. Can I just say you're clearly now besties?
Absolutely, she's my sister. Like literally, she's my baby sister.
You're basically talking without even talking. I heard that you guys came up with your own language. Did you teach her Dothraki?
Hell no, that girl. No. It's just that Haley makes noises, and then I would respond to the noises, and they're at such a high pitch that, like, when we were in different sides of the studios, I would know she was in. I mean, I'd always know.
In case people are wondering what they're watching, these are your dance videos. We got special permission to air these private dance videos. She taught you how to twerk?
She taught me how to twerk. I didn't know how to twerk. I don't think I got enough booty to twerk. But anyway, it was a whole thing. We were having such a good time. We're just enjoying ourselves.
I gotta ask, what's on the dance playlist? Like, what is on the Haley Emilia dance collab?
So we have a playlist that we played. That I don't think I can say the name of it.
Now we have to know.
It's really rude. The name is really rude. But it's essentially just got a lot of, Cardi B.
Okay, just like very ratchet. Like you're just keeping
it's a lot of Cardi. And then just some old classics.
Okay.
Some like Pussycat Dolls. From back in the day.
Okay, so when you're not dancing, you're also learning Russian, which is no easy feat.
No, that was really incredibly hard.
Okay, Connor Story, who was just here, he also had to learn Russian.
He also had to learn Russian.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know how much Russian, but it was the amount. It was the amount.
You have not watched
struggled
Heated
with.
Rivalry yet?
I haven't. I'm British. It's not in the UK. I realize I'm here and I could.
It's quite
But,
heated.
You know, I hear that too. Haley is very obsessed and showed me a screen grab of his bottom.
Are you guys texting back and forth about Connor's story?
No, it's just that she came to see me when I was doing Seth Meyers and Connor was there. And I was like, you know, this Connor guy is here. And she, like, freaked out.
Well,
and then was like, look at the screen grabs.
Just like everybody else. Yeah, they're just shooting each other text messages of bottoms.
That's it, yes.
We also have to congratulate you because Me Before You, get this, it has surpassed K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix.
This is
third
wild.
most watched movie globally, and it came out years ago.
Crazy. This is completely wild.
What do you think it is about that movie that everybody is just still streaming?
I mean, so Thea Sharrock, the director, lives 2 doors down from me. I'm godmum to her son. We're like crazy tight. Me, Sam and Thea, Sam Claflin, my co-star, have like a group, a text, so we're always text. There was some kind of magic when we shot that film, and it was definitely. I mean, I got my B tattoo for it.
Yeah,
like it was a special job to be on. But I think maybe people want cheering up. They want the romance. Yeah. Maybe that's it.
Well, something tells me you're going to get another tattoo for Ponies because it is fantastic.
And it'll be Haley's face.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, she's coming back in our third hour, and Ponies is streaming on Peacock tomorrow. Craig, over to you.
All right, thank you, Laura. Coming up, we chatted with his co-stars Matt Damon and Ben Affleck this morning. Kyle Chandler's here. He's going to talk a little bit more about The Rip, that film on Netflix right now. It's really good. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Watch the show, and it's got a quality to it that I haven't been involved with in another television show. It allows the characters to breathe on screen. It is somewhat poetic the way it's cut together. It's beautifully shot.
We are back with a flashback. That was Emmy winner Kyle Chandler here on Today. 20 years ago, he was here to promote the pilot episode of a little show called Friday Night Lights. Well, now you can catch Kyle Chandler in a new thriller. It's called The Rip, following a group of Miami cops and federal agents as they try to figure out who on their team is stealing drug money from cartels. Take a look.
DA doesn't have their own staging area?
I'm bestowing overtime on my former brethren in blue so they could make their mortgage payments.
Oh, I see. Maybe this is knocking over the stash houses with the cabal of Miami's finest and feds put together.
I'm DEA, Burns. That makes me Miami's finest. Ask your crooked cops, you socializers. Y'all look dirty.
Looking dirty. Kyle Chandler, good morning. Welcome back,
good morning.
sir.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. You said you remember that shot from 20 years ago. You remember that jacket.
I remember the jacket I was wearing. I still have that jacket in my closet.
It's your good luck jacket.
It's a very good luck jacket.
Let's talk about this new film. You play a DEA agent with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, who were here yesterday. Tell us a little bit more about the film, a little bit more.
The story's based around a rip, in which is basically there's a stash house, and Miami police go in. They know there's money in the stash house. They go in. Their job is to collect the money. To count the money on the premise. That was the law, or is the law, I guess.
Based on a real story.
That's true. This is all based on a true story. And in this particular instance, what happened was they were expecting to go in 100,000, 300,000, how much ever money, usually. This particular team got in there, and there was $20 million in this house. They had to count the money on the premises. Again, that's the law. And there were some other folks who wanted that money, that they were taking that money from. And these folks they knew were coming after them. So they had to prepare to deal with that situation. And that's kind of where the show goes. But there's more involved. There's the death of a police captain. Yep. There's some corrupt things going on within the show. And it's a good whodunit. You're trying to figure out, follow the money.
Right. And we don't want to give away too much, but as I said to you, it's one of those movies where you're watching it and you think, oh, wait a minute, it might be this guy. Maybe it's this guy. Maybe he's a snitch. Maybe he's a dirty cop. And then the end rolls around and you're like, didn't see that coming.
That's exactly right. And if you watch it the second time, you'll realize that the first time you couldn't know exactly what to look for, but the second time, the answers are there, hidden within the film. And that makes it kind of interesting.
You're also one of the stars of this highly anticipated origin story of the Green Lantern.
Oh,
it's called Lanterns. You know that the DC universe, those fans are rabid. What can you tell us about it?
I can tell you that I've not had so much fun shooting something as I did that. The people on it were absolutely wonderful from the top to the bottom. I can't say enough about Chris Monday and the producers and the DC folks.
Yeah.
It was an excellent experience, and I expect it to be. I expect the show to be as good as the experience that I had. Aaron Pierre, I worked with. He and I had a great time. And Kelly McDonald, and a bunch of, it was just fantastic.
That's a good picture. You know, it's hard to believe that Friday Night Lights was 20 years ago. And I hear that...
You can tell right there.
That's not true.
Right there.
That's not true. Although you're one of the few actors that's come on that clearly hasn't had a lot of Botox, so that's nice. You're naturally, still naturally handsome.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore.
Stop. It's been 20 years since Friday Night Lights, and you guys are getting together at Austin City Limits to mark the anniversary.
Yeah, in May, I think.
What's it like when you guys all get together?
I don't think we have gotten, and not all of us, we've gotten together for there was a memorial not too long ago. We lost one of our friends, and a lot of people came to that. But I don't think the whole group has been together in a long time. So, you know, now that all the hatchets are buried, it'll probably be a pretty good time. We'll see.
It's going to be special.
Yeah.
It's going to be special. I know they're doing a reboot. I hope they figure out a way to get you involved.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put you on the spot, but that would be nice.
I'll probably be doing the catering.
Stop it.
Craft service.
Kyle Chandler, thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. The Rip arrives on Netflix this Friday. Carson?
All right, Craig, thanks. Good to see Coach in the building. All right, just ahead, which viral products that you watch online are actually worth the hype? We're going to sort it out for you. We've got, of course, the help of Shop Today's Adriana Brock. We'll do that. But first, this is Today on NBC. And we are back with Shop Today. You know, we've all seen products go viral on social media, but the question is, which ones are actually worth the hype for you to buy? Adriana Brock, our Shop Today editorial director, is here to share the products finding their way off her screen and into her cart. And don't forget, scan that QR code. Shop along. Adriana, good to see you.
Hey, good morning.
You made a good point. It feels like TRL outside.
It really
with
does.
Connor Story here.
I know.
There's signs and screaming and
so much.
It's really crazy.
It's kind of nice, right? Because everything's hyped up, just like these products.
That's
but these
right.
are actually worth it too. And I was telling you during the break, it feels like TRL, and these are the products that are worth the hype because you buy them once and then you tell everybody and their mother about it. You're texting your friends, you're rebuying them, you have them on your reorder list.
Because there's lots of these categories out there, but these are the ones that maybe you should buy.
Exactly.
Let's start with these under eye patches.
Okay, this is a personal favorite of mine. If you follow me on social, I've been talking about eye patches for years. I swear by these because we can't always get 8 hours of sleep. We've got busy lives. We're on the go. We have kids.
What do these do? They lighten under your eyes? Do they take the puffy away under your eyes?
They depuff and they soothe. So these are really awesome because they're made with aloe and hyaluronic acid. So they're really soothing and they're really hydrating. So you're going to get the depuffing. You're going to get soothing skin. You're going to get moisture. It's kind of like a beauty hack all in one.
These range in prices from really cheap to super expensive.
Exactly. And this is kind of the midpoint. It's $26 for a pack of these. I also love them because you can multitask. So you could throw these on. I had them on at the office and you can work. You can do chores around the house, all the things.
Well, you look very rested. Like
Thank
you had 10
you.
hours of sleep last night.
Because of those patches,
all right,
literally.
What do we got next?
Okay, this is my favorite shower product. It's from Bioderma. It's a French beauty brand, and it's one of these products that I wish I had discovered sooner because it's such a game changer.
What is it?
It's a 2-in-1. It's a body cleanser and a body oil in one.
I love a good 2-in-1.
And you use it in the shower, and I love this generous size. It lasts for a really long time. Everybody in the family can use it. And you could use it from head to toe, use it to take off my makeup.
So it's a replenishing cleansing oil. Is it like a soap? Is it
it's a cleanser.
Okay.
It's like you put it on your loofah, on your, your rag, whatever you use to shower.
They don't have a loofah.
You don't.
Do you have a loofah deal for us?
No, I don't. But pair it with whatever you use.
Got it.
And it's really nice because it goes on like an oil, and then it lathers up when you add water.
Okay,
and then it's kind of not stripping away all the moisture, which like in the winter months, you want to keep your skin hydrated and moisturized, and this is going to kind of help replenish it while you cleanse it.
That Bioderm, it looks legit.
It's really
looks
chic,
like
and it's
product.
really good for sensitive skin.
All right, we got a dirty dish at home. You've got the answer here.
I never thought I'd be so passionate about dish soap because there's so many out there, and it's actually got a heated discussion into the office going because everybody had a take on what dish soap they use, and people are really loyal to whatever they use. But Dawn far and away blows the competition out of the water. This one has over 100,000 reviews.
What is the Power Wash secret?
Okay, it just does all the work for you. So according to Dawn, it cleans 5 times faster, so you do less scrubbing. And I really appreciate this mister because it's really mess-free.
So it's already working right now.
It's already
before you've added water.
Exactly. So you kind of spray it, you set it, you let it sit, and then you go in and you scrub it through, and it's really easy to clean all those pots and pans and dirty dishes.
Gotcha.
So it does all the work for you, and then it's refillable, which I really love. See, there you go. All you have to do is switch off the top, put it on, but it's really so easy. No elbow grease needed.
Good stuff. What's next?
Yeah. So the next one is this little tiny wonder. You're probably wondering what.
Yeah, it's like a scraper of some sort?
It's a scraper, exactly. And this is kind of one of these products that's really affordable. It's the unsung hero in the kitchen. It's a plastic silicone food grade scraper, and it's $6 for a pack of 5.
Okay,
and you can use this to kind of clean out those pans that are a little bit more, you've splurged on, like your cast iron, your stainless steel.
And can you do them on the non-sticks without?
You could do it on the non-stick without compromising the non-stick of it all.
Great.
So this is a really great tool to have in the kitchen. You can also use it to scrape things off countertops, tables, remove those little labels or stickers off stuff. I mean, it's a multi-use.
I could have used that. We have a 5-year-old that has slime on my chair, and I was like,
oh my gosh, slime is the worst.
I want about a minute, so let's do 20 seconds.
Okay, let's do the merino wool socks.
Love the size of these. They're not small, but they're not they're not full up.
Exactly. No matter where you stand on the sock length debate, these are kind of in the middle.
These feel like cashmere, and they're less than $15.
Exactly. For a pack of 5, that's $3 a pair of socks. Where can you get anything
for $3?
Fun colors,
soft, reliable.
And merino wool without getting your feet all hot. And then last but not least, the Crescent bag. This is a huge trend, but we love this because we test travel gear all year long at Shop Today, and this bag can fit so much in it. So it's great for travel, great for every day. It's got pockets too, so it's not a black hole either. And you could wear it crossbody under $50.
Looks like it could rain and you'd be fine too. Yeah. Brock, thank you. Hypeworthy Finds, QR code there, today.com/shop. We're back with more with Connor Story and Amelia Clark in our 3rd hour. Thanks, Adriana. First, your local news.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.